The SCLC Reference Resources Directory is an online publication listing selected resources and services offered by our member libraries to the branch level. To access the Resources Directory, log on to the SCLC website at www.socallibraries.org, place your cursor over the Reference Center tab, and select the Reference Resources Directory. This page gives a brief description on how to use the Resources Directory, and it also has two hyperlinks to the table of contents. So you can click on either of these two links. And here we are at the table of contents. The Resources Directory itself is made up of individual Google spreadsheets, and you access these spreadsheets by clicking on the hyperlink text within the table of contents. The table of contents is divided into three categories, and they include the Internet and Computer Resources, Language Resources, which includes staff fluency and materials in other languages, and Miscellaneous Resources, which includes things like microfilms, whether libraries have homework help, and if they have ADA services. Let's look at one of these pages. We're going to look at other software on computers, and that's software other than Microsoft software. There are a couple things on this page that you'll want to note, and it's true of all the pages of the Resources Directory. First of all, you do not need to sign in to view any page of the Resource Directory. Also, all the pages are view only, so you don't have to worry about accidentally erasing or changing something. You navigate around the page just the way you navigate around an Excel spreadsheet. For example, if you grab the scroll bar at the bottom, you can scroll to the right and to the left of the page. And if you grab the scroll bar on the side here, you can scroll down, and you can see we have quite a number of libraries listed in this directory. You can also click on a cell and use the arrow keys on your keyboard to move around the page. And as we're moving around the page, you'll notice that the headings always remain at the top, and the list of libraries always remain to the left. Now you'll notice that Anaheim doesn't have any X's in the boxes here, and that just indicates that they have not loaded any of these programs into their public access computers. Also, not all our member libraries are listed in the directory, and that's because we're only including those libraries that responded to our Reference Resources survey. And I'll tell you, if you're not listed here, how you can get added to the directory. Now, depending on how your browser is set up, you can go back to the table of contents in one of two ways. You can click on the back button, but if that doesn't work, just shut down the page, and here we are back at the table of contents. For the next example, I want to look at libraries that own material in Norwegian. So you'll find that under Staff Fluency and Materials in Other Languages. And you just click on Norwegian in that list there. Once again, no sign-in was required to view this page, and this is a view-only page. Now, unlike our previous example, where although we have quite a long list of libraries, we didn't have a long list of headings, in this particular document, we've got a lot of headings, a lot of different types of material that we're surveying. Now, you can scroll around the page again using the scroll bars or the arrow keys to see what libraries own material in a language, but you really run the risk of not catching all the libraries that have material in the language that you're interested in. So I'm going to show you the find function, and to access that, you hold down your control key and press F, and that brings up a find bar or box. Move the box out of the way so that it doesn't obscure your search. And in the Find field, put in a capital X and check the Match Case box. and then click on Find. And here you see we go to our first checkbox. Beverly Hills has DVDs in Norwegian. Continue to click to go to the next library. In this case, it's Long Beach, and they own cassettes in Norwegian. And you just keep doing that to find all the libraries that own material in the language of interest. Now, one thing you'll notice here is it doesn't stop. It goes back to the top once it's searched the entire spreadsheet. But there is a little note here that says no more results found, looping around. So when you get that note, you know you're done and you can stop doing the search. So that's our quick tour of the SCLC Reference Resources Directory. I want to thank you for taking this little tutorial. If you have any questions or comments about the directory, feel free to email me here at the address listed. Also, if your library is not on the list and you want to find out how to get the library on the list, again, shoot me an email. I'll send you back a link to the reference resource survey, and that will get the process started. We do plan to update this directory, but until we send out another survey, if you see anything that needs to be changed or corrected for your library, again, email me and I will take care of correcting that for you. I hope you find this directory useful and that you share it with your staff. And if you do like this directory, you may want to look at some of the other directories and reports that we have on the website. I've listed a few here below and where you'll find them on our website. So thanks again for joining me.